¿Qué pasa, YouTube? How's it going, everybody? Got for you guys today a Showdown live in the 7th Gen OU tier, and I'm going to be trying out Magearna. A lot of you may know that this is one of the new legendary Pokemon in Sun and Moon, and this thing is an absolute monster. I'm surprised that this thing did not become a lot more popular than it was before. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about Magearna. Have you got to use it yet, or are you hoping to use it? Maybe this video will get you to want to try out this set, because Specs Magearna hits like an absolute truck, and I wanted to go with a sticky web based team. So I got good old Smeargle here, which is completely walled by the second mon here on the team, Decidueye, and this is more of a defensive pivot support set, because if I run into something that my team can't really handle that well, I can Spirit Shackle, Toxic, and wear them down and then beat them accordingly, or I can Roost off damage to keep Decidueye healthy, and then I have U-turn to be able to get out of there, or if I predict correctly, I can U-turn into something else and then potentially prevent my opponent from not rapid spinning, but taking down a Pokemon with me. Next off, we have Magnet Xurkitrees, which is actually really cool. I like this set because I feel like Hidden Power Ground is something that Xurkitrees does like to have. This allows it to hit Magnezone, Tapu Koko, and Alola Marowak for super effective damage, as where the other hits hit them for neutral or resisted damage. So Grass Knot, of course, is mainly for ground types, and I think that Grass Knot is more beneficial than Energy Ball. Correct me if I am mistaken. But then we have Thunderbolt and Volt Switch as our stat moves, and we are modest max special attack, man. I'm really hoping that Xurkitrees here can put in a lot of work. Next off, we have good old Battle Bond Greninja, which is actually pretty great if it's able to get a KO and then not Mega Evolve, but then turn into Ash Greninja, because Water Shuriken becomes even stronger, and that gives us a pretty solid form of priority to potentially be able to pick things off late game. And then finally off, we have Meltzer here, which its name is spelled wrong. Hold on, Meltzer here, the Mamoswine, of course, rocking nice freeze dry from the last live that I did, so we can hit Pelipper and Gastrodon as well. So yeah, guys, that is the quick run through of the team. I'm really hoping that Magearna and Xurkitrees can put in a lot of work. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get this started. Alright, so unfortunately my opponent has two potential defoggers, so that could be a little bit on the annoying side. The good thing is, though, that he does not seem to have rocks, which is going to be really good for us. So I'm not too sure what he would want to lead with. Maybe the Tapu Fini or the Xurkitrees. Regardless, though, I'm going to lead with my Smeargle, because I want to say he most likely is going to have defog on Tapu Fini. So if I can maybe put that to sleep, I can keep my webs up, or at least keep up my rocks. Webs are going to be handy for this Kartana, this Tapu Lele, right? Yeah, this one's... See, I always get the names mixed up. Hold on. Okay, this is Tapu Fini, yeah, and this is Tapu Lele. And then they will help against this Xurkitrees as well. So he actually ends up leading off with this. This is really not that big of an issue, as I think I may just go straight for the webs instead of going for Spore, because there's a chance he may just get up... No, he can't get up rocks here. So if I really wanted to, I could go for Spore. I think I'll Spore here. Sporing isn't a bad play at all, as in comes the Tapu Lele, so yeah. And I forgot that Tapu Fini's ability makes it to where it can be status in that terrain, so if I can somehow catch Tapu Fini outside of its Misty Surge, I think, or Misty Terrain, then we should be fine. But I'm going to take this chance just to get up my webs, as he's going to bring in the Kartana. That is actually slightly annoying, because this could go straight for the defog. So I'm going to have to watch out for that. So I'm going to switch into my Magearna here, see what he wants to do, as he actually turns out to go for the substitute. Okay, that's not too bad, because I'm still modest choice specs. So I want to say that this Volt Switch is going to be strong enough to break this thing's substitute, especially because it has a very pitiful def stat. So we do manage to break the substitute. The only problem is that this could potentially get behind a sub. So I could bring in Greninja actually, and Hydro Pump hits everything. Although we do bait him into the Tapu Fini, that shouldn't be too big of an issue for us. See, this is where if Greninja could get Gunk Shot, it would be really, really great. But I think it's only able to get Gunk Shot in Pokebank. So I'm just going to click... Actually, do I want Hydro Pump? Or Dark Pulse, honestly, shouldn't be a bad move either. Yeah, I'm just going to Dark Pulse. As in comes a Tapu Fini. This is still going to do some decent damage, as we do get off a nice 12% after lefties. So I'm going to be forced to switch out here. Definitely right into my Xurkitrees. Like, he has nothing for Xurkitrees. And actually, this is where I could potentially beat him 1v1 with my Owl, with my Decidueye. So I'm going to have to watch out for that. As he goes straight for the Hydro Pump. What? Good lord, that did so much damage. Okay, so there's a good chance he is going to want to switch out here. So I kind of want to Grass Knot the incoming Mudsdale, because I really don't think he's going to stay in here. If you stay in here, I'm going to be so upset. So he does bring in the Mudsdale. This should be an easy... Talk about a 2-hit KO, boys. Talk about a 2-hit KO. So I'm going to Grass Knot again in hopes that maybe he thinks I am locked into this move. So Mudsdale gets absolutely annihilated as we gain the... We are modest +1 with Magnet. You are not living. You're not living. You're going to die. You are going to drop 10 times over. He has a -1 speed. So even though we are modest, we are still going to be faster than him, as down goes the Kartana. So I'm guessing he didn't have Defog on that Tapu Fini either, which was really good for us in this matchup. And I think at this point the game is pretty much over. We do have Hidden Power Ground to hit his Xurkitrees, and this Tapu Lele is asleep, and Metagross is going to get annihilated. Since again, we are modest +2 with Magnets. that is insanely powerful. That is insanely powerful. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that there's nothing that he can do at this point. So we are going to be faster than him unless he Mega Evolves here, actually. So he could very well outspeed us now that I think about it. Do I want to keep this around? I could still have benefit for this, so I may keep this, as I am going to be forced to switch out here. Yeah, as long as I can get a free switch into Greninja, it shouldn't even be that big of an issue. So I'm going to save my Xurkitrees just in case I do need it for later in this match, as Blanco is probably just going to be foddered off to this Metagross. As he ends up going for the Bullet Punch, I'm going to go straight for the Spirit Shackle. Even though he is able to outspeed me, if I can live, I will be able to trap him in here, get a free switch into Greninja, and I just click Dark Pulse. And even if he brings in the Tapu Fini, that's not that big of an issue, because we can still play around his Mons, especially now that he does not have anything for my Xurkitrees. So Meteor Mash is going to fail to knock us out, as Spirit Shackles does do a pretty good chunk of damage. So here he cannot switch out, and I'm going to be able to go for the U-turn, as he's going to finish me off with any move he does want to go for. So it does kind of suck that he got the boost there. If he really wanted to, he could have gone for the Meteor Mash again, risking a potential miss. So unfortunately, he is faster than everything on my squad except for Greninja here. So if anything, I will be able to force him out, and the good thing about me forcing him out is that next time he comes in, he will be affected by the sticky web. So he knows this, so he's just gonna try to get off a little bit of damage, and I will be able to knock him out and turn into Ash Greninja, making me even faster and stronger. So I'm not too sure at this point what he could do. Like, Tapu Fini honestly is not an issue, but I do want to keep my Greninja just for the fact that I do have the Water Shuriken for his Xurkitree. So he's going to go for the Hidden Power, and I'm assuming that was like Hidden Power Electric or something. I'm not too sure. Regardless, though, I'm going to go ahead and go for the Explosion. So if he does have Defog, then even if he goes for here, it's not going to matter at all, as he just Hydro Pumped me, and that is a-okay, seeing as I can get a free switch back into this absolute monster that is modest Magnet Xurkitrees. Like, this, if this Tapu Fini survives, I'm gonna be slightly upset. There's no reason this should be living this Thunderbolt. I don't care how bulky, I don't care if this is a Fairy Suicune, you're just dying. Yeah, it just dropped, and we gained back our +1. And I may just Volt Switch on the Tapu. Actually, no, Tapu Lele hasn't wasted any turns of its sleep. So yeah, I should be able to just T-Bolt here and knock him out if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we got a pretty good first match, being able to get up webs and just Xurkitree's, man. Xurkitree's putting the team on his back. Absolutely 100%. So we're going to go get another battle. Alright guys, so we got the second match here, and this dude has a Kamala. So Kamala is going to be a bit of a nuisance, especially because I can't touch him with my Decidueye, but that shouldn't be too big of an issue. Regardless though, looking at leads, I may just lead Smeargle as he ends up leading off with this, and I'm probably just gonna go straight for the Spore. If he brings in Kamala, that honestly shouldn't even be that big of an issue. I do need webs for this Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele is going to be a bit of a nuisance. So I'm going to take this chance to get on my rocks as he ends up bringing in the Magna Zone. I can definitely see him just wanting to go for a Volt Switch here. So I almost want to make an aggressive switch into my Mamoswine. Although, I mean, what is the downside to that? He's not going to Flash Cannon. Like, if he Flash Cannons here, then he's insane because I just get a free switch into my Xurkitrees here and Piloswine. Actually, I thought about using Piloswine. I think right now Piloswine is probably the bulkiest ground type that gets rock, so not knocking him for that. But yeah, like I said, I really want to bring in Mamoswine on this one, because if I bring in Decidueye, he can Volt Switch into what? Piloswine and Kamala potentially. So yeah, I'm gonna make a pretty aggressive switch here. He did it. He actually went for the Flash Cannon. He actually went for the Flash Cannon. I don't understand. I do not understand why he even made that play. Although, I guess, at the same time, I shouldn't have switched into Mamoswine. But, I mean, it's fine. As in comes a Kamala. This is going to do a clean 2%, as I'm just going to go ahead and Thunderbolt this. And he's most likely just going to want to go for the Rapid Spin. So by knocking him out here, I can prevent him from spinning. But no, he actually Earthquakes, barely failing to knock me out. So I'm just going to T-Ball one more time. And now if I do get up my webs, they will be here to stay for the remainder of this match. As in comes the Piloswine. I really want to say I have use for Xurkitrees. So I almost want to switch. I'm going to switch. I'm going to switch. As he does go for the Ice Shard, so I can hopefully take this chance to get up my webs. So the good thing about webs being up is that my Xurkitrees can still outspeed his Magnezone. So yeah, I can outspeed Magnezone now, which is really great. I should be able to just Greninja here and Hydro Pump. As long as I don't miss Hydro Pump here. Actually, I don't even think that Earthquake plus Ice Shard can knock out Greninja. So yeah, if I can hit this Hydro Pump on this Piloswine, we should be okay. As he's actually going to switch into his Greninja, so hopefully I don't miss here. As luckily I don't, and it is going to be able to just barely live. And he just made a very, very big mistake, as I will be able to activate Battle Bond here and transform. that was not the play that he should have made there, because now with me transforming, I'm even stronger, and I'm going to be able to wreck anything. As in comes a Tapu Lele. Like I said, this thing is a slight problem. A slight problem, especially because I have no real switch-ins to it. So I can still keep Greninja around. I may sack off my Decidueye here because I don't see him doing much else. Now, we are going to be faster than him because we got the webs up. So I'm just going to Spirit Shackle here to get off a little bit of damage, to hopefully put him in range of where something else can knock him out, except for the fact that it just died. I did not think I would knock him out in one hit. I did not think I would knock him out in one hit. So I'm going to Spirit Shackle here again as he... What? Block? Oh, that's right. Psychic Terrain stops priority moves, so... See, man. See, even I forgot about that, man. Okay, see, just this is all the new mechanics and stuff that people have to learn. So I can just Spirit Shackle here again, get off a little bit of damage as he's going to roar me into the absolute perfect Mon here. And I want to say Dark Pulse is strong enough to knock him out. I really, really do. as Psychic Terrain is still up, my friend, so he's not going to be able to get off any damage. I mean, honestly, even if he did an Ice Shard, he wouldn't have done anything to me, so I guess it didn't really matter that he went for the Ice Shard in the long run, as Greninja just is going to dominate him here. Yeah, there was nothing at that point that he could do, so let's go ahead and get another match. Alright, so hopefully this guy doesn't leave. And unfortunately, he has Pheromosa. Pheromosa is an absolutely terrifying Pokemon. So I'm going to try and lead off with my Smeargle in hopes to maybe get up my webs, if anything, as he actually leads off with the Tapu Bulu. We are going to be faster than him if he is not a plus speed nature, so I will be able to get up my webs as he goes for the Wood Hammer. I may just take this opportunity to get up my rocks. This way we are able to just deal nothing but damage to this man's. And I honestly think that Mamoswine can just come in and get a KO if I'm not mistaken. Also, I can bring in my Magearna and just click Flash Cannon, because he's got no switch-ins to that either, although Floral Cannon wouldn't be a bad play to go for. So yeah, I think I'm just going to get up rocks here, as I do potentially win 2 speed ties, or I'm pretty sure that he's just adamant instead of jolly nature. So Mamoswine, again, I think is probably my better switch-in. He could get a free switch into the Scizor. That would be a little bit annoying. If I bring in my Magearna, yeah, Modest Flash Cannon just destroys everything that's gonna switch in. Like nothing. Yeah, look at this team. Nothing is switching into this move. I'm gonna take this Wood Hammer. So actually, yeah, I guess I could have maybe brought in Mamoswine instead, but this is not a switch in. I'm Modest Max Special Attack. That actually did a little bit less than I thought it would do, but we do manage to get the Spadef drop, which is a little bit lucky. I mean, even if I hadn't got the Spadef drop, I probably would have switched out into my Decidueye. So we are going to be able to beat this Scizor, which, I mean, he could have just switched into his Salazzle, because it is resisted. But the downside to this now is that he could bring in the Pheromosa. Like, Pheromosa still outspeeds us in webs, which really does suck. I think even if we're timid, it outspeeds. Hold on, let me just check to make sure. Yeah, so even if we're timid, it's still outspeeds. So, Honchkrow could potentially get a KO here. I'm not too concerned though. I'm pretty positive I can live any one hit, as I do manage to eat the Brave Bird, and down goes the Honchkrow. So, I'm not sure why he's not bringing in Pheromosa. I'm guessing he doesn't know that he does still outspeed us. Regardless though, I'm just going to sack off Pheromosa here. And because he did get affected by the webs and he did not spin, this will now allow me to bring in my Greninja, I think. And I should be able to just knock him out with a Hydro Pump. Unless I miss here, then I lose this battle. So hopefully I don't miss. Luckily I don't miss. Down it goes, and I think at this point Greninja is pretty much just going to be able to win the match. So yeah, unless he had Rapid Spun there, then there was no way. I think he could have won the battle, so let's go get another match. Alright, so this team, ooh, this is the exact team I like to see. No hazard control. It's beautiful. It's amazing. I'm gonna lead Smeargle. I'm gonna lead Smeargle and get on my webs. I'm gonna lead Smeargle, get on my webs. If he leads off with this, what's this thing called? This Minior, then I can just put it to sleep with Spore. So I'm not too concerned about that. As he actually ends up leading off with this monster of a Mon. He can actually outspeed me if he's max speed, but he's not. He's not max speed. This is even better. So I'm gonna take this chance just to get up my webs, and if he doesn't get a turn 1 wake, we should be fine. As in comes the Minior. Is this thing a problem? I'm not sure if this is a problem. So I'm gonna switch into my Magearna here as he ends up going for the Shell Smash. I want to say we can live 1 hit from this, as we do live, and Flash Cannon is going to bring him down into Sash range. Okay, why didn't he transform? I'm not sure. I'm not sure why he didn't transform there, but I can actually bring in Greninja here, right? Yeah, I can just bring in Greninja and activate my Battle Bond, and I think that Water Shuriken is still physical when you're regular Greninja, and I think it turns special after you turn into Ash Greninja. Correct me if I'm mistaken. So in comes a Tapu Koko. Unfortunately, I do not feel comfortable staying in on this, so I can definitely see him just wanting to go for the Volt Switch, because switching into Mamoswine is really really risky. So my opponent could easily Volt Switch into a Scizor. Would that be a problem? I mean, that's not that big of an issue. I'm going to switch into my Blanco here, as he actually ends up going for the Dazzling Gleam, so it's a good thing I did not switch into my Mamoswine there. I was very close to doing so, but I opted not to at the last second, as I should be able to just Roost here on anything he wants to do, because I could see him definitely going for the Volt Switch. I could also see him potentially wanting to hard switch out. As he does end up going for Volt Switch, I will be brought back up to almost full HP after this Roost. And in comes the Scizor. Scizor could be a slight problem depending on the set. So I'm going to Spirit Shackle here and see what he wants to do. If he U-turns, that's fine. If he SDs, that's terrifying. So I'm probably just going to U-turn here. Yeah, I'm probably just going to U-turn on out here into my Xurkitrees, as he's probably going to want to go for another Swords Dance, but no, he goes for the Aerial Ace. What? I think Bullet Punch can knock me out. Okay, so I think we're about to get swept. I think I'm about to get swept. I have to Hydro Pump here. Like, if I don't live this hit, I lose. Oh, I lived! Yes! Okay. That was really scary. I was like, he's probably just gonna Swords Dance again, right? Like, why would he go for the aggressive move again? Like, I can still save Greninja is the funny thing here. Like, I don't have to go for an offensive move here, as he's just gonna forfeit. Oh, did he leave? Okay. So what I was thinking about doing was switching directly into Mamoswine. Mamoswine could have 2-hit KO Necrozma depending on his spread. So I think that was like the 4th match, wasn't it? I think I'm gonna go get one more, and on that note, we're gonna end the live. So yeah. All right. So I know Lycanroc gets Taunt, so that's annoying. And again, with the double Defoggers, that could actually be a little bit scary. So I can see him wanting to lead Lycanroc. That would be pretty annoying. So I almost want to lead Xurkitrees, but the downside to that is that he can easily just get up rocks on me. So I'm gonna lead Smeargle, and if I lead Smeargle, he could lead Lycanroc and taunt me as I switch out into something against it. Because yeah, there's no reason for him to not just go for taunt here. Like, seriously, there's no reason for him to not just taunt here. So I'm gonna switch into Greninja. We do have the Water Shuriken, so hopefully Water Shuriken can knock him out. No. He doesn't even know my channel. No. It's fine. It's fine. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. I don't know. It's not a big deal. So yeah, I should be able to just Water Shuriken here. And I guess I could have led off with Greninja originally, but the downside to me leading off with Greninja is if I didn't knock him out with Water Shuriken, then he could get up rocks. This way, by leading off with Smeargle, he taunts me, and I still have a chance to knock him out, if anything. So, come on, if we can get more than 2 hits. No! We do not get more than 2 hits, and that just, that really sucks. It really, really sucks. Yeah, if we had got not 2 more hits. Yeah, if we would have got 2 more hits there, we would have just watched my friend. Okay, and probably just knock him out. I can see him wanting to bring in the Tapu Fini, honestly. So I'm still just gonna safely Hydro Pump. Like, I want to wear this down, if anything, unless I miss. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool, as I should be able to bring in my Decidueye, and this is, I guess, where having Defog on Decidueye would really come in handy, because we would be able to get rid of these rocks. But yeah, it does kind of suck that we missed Hydro Pump there. I would have been able to see what item he's carrying. I'm not sure what he can do to my Decidueye, and if I can stay in on this Tapu Fini long enough, I could potentially stall him out. So he's actually going to switch into his Marowak. I'm going to go straight for the Spirit Shackle, as he's actually going to switch into the Porygon Z. If this thing sets up, that could be game, because I have nothing for this. So I'm going to switch into my Porygon Z. So, nothing I can do? Alright guys, so we got the last match here, and of course he has a Rapid Spinner now. That's fine though. It shouldn't be too big. Actually, yeah, Kamala honestly shouldn't be that big of a problem to the team. Just the fact that he can spin is what's rather annoying. I'm gonna lead Smeargle though, regardless. As he ends up leading off with a Nilago, I'm just gonna go for Spore. Like, I really have no reason to not go for Spore. Even if he gets up rocks here, that's fine. It's really not that big of an issue. Honestly, do webs even come in handy that much? I honestly don't think webs are going to be too handy for me in this game. So I'm going to go for rocks, and I may not even go for webs. What is the speed of Nilago? 335? I mean, I guess that wouldn't be too bad. Maybe slowing things down. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be too bad. So I'm going to get up webs here. I'm going to just get up webs. And I'm going to make a awesome play here, and I'm going to predict them to wake up, and I'm going to go for the Spore. Okay, so I was hoping he would wake up there. So we're going to try that again. Because even if he switches out, then nothing is going to be put to sleep. So if he stays in here and he wakes up, I'll live on my sash, put him to sleep, and then I can just explode and get a free switch into Greninja, and then just go from there. So yeah, I think that's the idea for right now. Although, I guess if he wanted to switch out to Kamala, that's fine. I mean, I can just explode on this, right? Yeah, this is not outspeeding me. So I'm going to explode here just to try to get off a bit of damage on him. And then this way, I can get a free switch into something else. Xurkitree absolutely destroys him as I do manage to explode, and he ends up going for U-turn. Okay, so he probably did expect me to bring in my Decidueye here. So what I can do is just bring in Mamoswine and Icicle Crash from the looks of it, because nothing is going to switch in. Depending on the spread from the Celesteela will determine on how we can deal with it. Although I'm pretty sure that Xurkitree can just come in here. I'm going to click Thunderbolt. Like, do I lose anything in Thunderbolting? No, I'm Modest Magnet. Max special attack. He's gonna switch in the tap, but this is not a switch in. Like, I mean, okay, so I guess he switches in, but that I didn't. Pokemon sucks. Hate this game. As I don't think there's anything he can do at this point. So shouts out to my man. Shouts out. Ooh. Hope you enjoy and. Is a threat. So yeah, I got 6-0 by old buddy, but it's okay though. It's okay. We gotta redeem ourselves. In this match. And actually, I thought the live would be going longer than it is right now, but it's not going on that long. So unfortunately, my opponent is just gonna leave, seeing as he had no other way to deal with us. And so yeah, shouts out to Prism for passing me the team that he wrecked me with. So hopefully we can do a live with that team. But quick overlook of the team again. Honestly, Decidueye could be changed up. The main reason why I had Decidueye here was just to block Rapid Spin and be able to beat any Rapid Spinner 1v1, or at least switching into something that could beat that Rapid Spinner with U-turn and us being able to lock him in or force him to stay in with Spirit Shackle. But Xurkitree's Modest Magnet Circuit. This thing is an absolute monster. Put the team on his back. And Magearna, of course, is also another pretty fun powerhouse, and Mamoswine always putting in the work. And shouts out to my boy Sketchy over here, Smeargle being able to get up webs and rocks. So yeah, guys, that is the team. And with that being said, I will see you all tomorrow or later today if I stream. So later, everybody.
Because my brain and heart are both tied in a knot, and this hinders me from crying a lot. This causing me to show no emotion. But when I said I cared, I wasn't joking. But I guess it's too late for me to become broken. For now, I'm living with no more pain, tears of hoping. I'm just coasting. Yeah, I said I'm coasting. No more pain, tears, and hoping.